Help yourselves.
There are so many people here. Go back to your room. Hurry.
This girl must be the bride's daughter. Look how pretty she is.
Richard even said, if the girl brought here by her mom, she'd eat and live on his dime. And when she grows up, she'll marry his son. Richard really lucked out by marrying one and getting two.
You can't say that for sure. What if the girl grows up and doesn't want to?
Oh.
Are you blind?
Clearly you didn't see me. You ran into me.
Richard, our money is gone.
What? Richard, think carefully. Who went into the bridal room?
Sir, so many people went to see our bridal room. How could I keep track?
Richard, what are you implying? Are you saying one of us stole your money?
Richard, we came to attend your wedding. Don't you dare accuse us.
There were many people in the room. The money was in a box, which was locked. It's impossible for someone to steal it. Richard, think harder. Besides them, who else went into your room?
Are you blind?
Mom, I saw him go into the bridal room.
Daisy, don't talk nonsense. You just moved in with your mom. You don't understand the situation. Ryan is known in the village as the perfect kid. He's great at school, and he's going to college someday, making the entire village proud. You're saying he took the money? Ask everyone. If they would believe you, honestly, I think you're the one who took it.
Dad, I just saw it where she hid the money. I'll go grab it right now and prove it to you.
Mom, he's lying. I didn't hide any money. I didn't.
I know, sweetie, but Ryan is the pride of them. You shouldn't embarrass him in front of so many people and bring trouble to yourself. This is something you'll just have to endure.
Dad, here's the money.
Ryan, make sure you keep our money safe. Lying, stealing, and framing your brother. You really are a fatherless little brat. However, now that you've become my daughter, I won't let you continue to behave like this. From now on, as your stepfather, I'll teach you properly.
Mom.
Today's beating wasn't for nothing. Taking the blame for stealing wasn't for nothing either. At least, you protected Richard's reputation and saved Ryan's name.
But what about me?
Daisy, it's been hard for me to raise you alone. Now that we have Richard, at least he can keep us afloat. For the sake of our survival, you have to learn to endure. As a woman, sometimes you just have to endure, and life will move on.
Fine. I'll endure.
Sir, is there any mail for me today?
Your patience has paid off. Your letter has arrived.
I got in.
Eldoria University. It's one of the top schools. Hurry home and share the good news.
Share the news? Although I got in, do you think they'd let me go off?
Let me tell you something. Even if she got accepted, there's no way she's going. I've been raising her, so she can give the Martin family a proper heir. If she goes off to college, sees the world, and decides not to come back, who's going to marry my son? What will we do then? What will we do? Ryan will definitely get into college. But if Daniel doesn't get into college, he'll marry her.
Mom, you married into this family. And now you sold me to them too.
Daisy, I'm doing this for your own good. The Martins are well off. Marrying Daniel means you'll never have to worry about money. And later, we are a big family. Isn't that great? Just listen to your stepdad, okay? A woman's life is all about enduring a little, and then it'll pass.
Mom, I've endured enough. Do I have to endure this for the rest of my life? No, I'm done putting up with this. I'm going to Eldoria University. No matter what.
Ha 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 ha. God must be smiling down on us. We have a college student. Ryan, you've really brought honor to the Martin family.
Dad, Dorothy, I got in, but here's the thing. Once I go to college, tuition and living costs are tens of thousands of dollars a year. I'm worried about our family.
Ryan, don't worry about it. I didn't get in anyway. I'll go to Eldoria to work and support you.
What?
That's not right. Dad, he's supposed to stay here and marry me and have our kids.
Well, I don't really have an issue with that, but Ryan, college costs a lot. If Richard has to cover it all, it might be too much for him. How about this? You can work to pay for Rain's education.
I'm not going. It's finally summer break and I'm done with school. I want to stay home and enjoy myself.
Then, I guess Ryan will have to work and study.
No way. Ryan passed his exams. There's no way I'm letting him suffer like that. Daisy, it's sweet of you to think that. So, let's do this. Tomorrow, you'll head to Eldoria and work there. Your brother's living expenses will depend on you.
Richard, no need to wait for tomorrow. I'll pack things and leave tonight.
Daisy, you've really made up your mind? Your stepdad's effort to raise you wasn't wasted.
Good. You should go today. For the next 4 years. Just send the money back monthly. Also, don't bother coming home. Travel costs too much. Your mom will be fine with me here. Just focus on earning, and I'll take good care of her.
All right. Eldoria University. Here I come. Daisy, this is your only chance to change your life. Don't waste it. Hello, Mom?
Daisy, you need to send another $3,000.
Didn't I just send $2,000 to you and $1,000 to Ryan? I don't even have money to feed myself now. Where am I supposed to get another $3,000?
Then go borrow it. Daniel lost money gambling. Now, the debt collectors are already at the door. You're his fiancé, so you have to pay for him.
I really don't have any money left.
Daisy, I raised you, and now I'm asking for money. Why is it so hard?
For 3 years, I've worked 3 jobs daily. Every month I send you $2,000 and send Ryan $1,000. I barely have enough to feed myself. Haven't I given enough to this family?
Daisy, is that how you talk to your stepdad?
Look at the daughter you raised. She sent a little money home and thinks she's amazing. Now, she's talking back, all because you didn't raise her right.
Don't hurt my mom. I'll borrow it. I'll go borrow the money.
Daisy, I have some good news for you.
What is it?
Your brother's dating a girl. She's from a rich family, a real beauty.
And?
You'll need to send your brother $2,000 a month. He's at a critical time now. We can't let her look down on us.
If he wants to, pretend to be rich. He can earn the money himself.
Daisy, don't act ungrateful. Let me tell you something. Your brother's dating a girl from a powerful family in Eldoria. His future is limitless. Look, it's your honor to sponsor him. If one day he marries her, you won't even have the chance to see him.
Daisy, you don't have diploma, and Daniel's good for nothing. Your future depends on Ryan. Take this opportunity now to build a good relationship with him. Your stepdad is doing this for your own good. Don't be ungrateful.
What if I refuse?
Well, if you refuse, your mom will pay the price.
Don't hurt my mom. Fine, I'll give it. I'll give it.
Mr. Wilson, this is the first place winner of this year's design competition. It's Daisy Clark's profile.
Daisy Clark from Eldoria University. She works 3 jobs a day, yet still has time to study and come up with innovative ideas. Truly gifted. Make arrangements. I want to meet her.
Understood. But she's so busy with work that I haven't been able to reach her. I'll try calling again tonight.
Someone this talented should focus all her time and energy on her research. Working part-time jobs is a waste. Find out where she is. I'll go meet her myself right away.
Got it.
I need to use the restroom.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Are you blind? Get your hands off. I feel disgusted.
Lisa, are you okay? What are you...
Right.
Get lost. Stop embarrassing yourself here.
You pretend you don't know me because I embarrass you.
Did I say she could leave? She ruined my mood. Why would I let her leave easily? If you want to leave, bow and apologize to me.
I'll wash your clothes. But bowing? Never.
Wash them? Anything you touch is filthy to me. Stop wasting my time. Ryan.
Lisa, calm down. I'll handle it. Just bow. Don't make this harder for me.
Make it harder for you? What if I make sure that I'm the one you've been hiding? The embarrassing country girl. Working 3 jobs to support you? Would that make things harder?
If I can't marry Lisa because of you, I'll have my dad beat your mom.
I'm sorry?
A poor country girl like you. How dare you stand up to me? I've lost my appetite. This is boring. I'm leaving.
When will this miserable life finally come to an end?
Excuse me, are you Daisy Clark?
Who are you?
Congratulations on winning first place in the Smart Design Competition. I'm Michael Wilson, the chairman of Wilson Group. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I got first place.
That's right. It's been nearly 10 years since I saw such impressive creativity. Daisy, you're incredibly talented. That's why I've come to meet you.
Why are you looking for me?
I'll sponsor you to study abroad at the best school, access the best resources, and help you become a leader in the industry.
Send me abroad?
Exactly. Nevertheless, there's a condition. After you finish your studies, you must return to work for me. Honestly, I'm not worried about you going elsewhere. After all, Wilson Group is one of the best in Eldoria. Reputation, status, wealth. What I offer is the best of everything.
This is my chance. Reputation, status, and wealth. With these, I'll finally have the power to fight back, and that family of snakes will face justice.
Ms. Clark, if you need time to think, we're happy to wait.
No need. I'll go.
Good. All your expenses abroad will be covered by Wilson Group. Also, I know your family is struggling. I'll personally provide you with $3,000 a month to support them.
Thank you. I need that money. My mom is still with them, and I can't afford to anger them yet.
Daisy, don't think about anything else. Focus on your studies. When you return in triumph, you'll have a brand new life waiting for you.
I will. I'm looking forward to that day.
Welcome back, Ms. Clark.
Daisy, welcome home.
How did you know I'd be back today?
You're the youngest director of Wilson Group's R&D department and one of the most sought-after talents in Eldoria. Even though you deliberately hid your flight details, there were people lining up from the airport to the company. I had to clear the way for you.
Thank you. Here, hold this for me. How much do you want this time?
Daisy, it's a bit more this time. $100,000.
$100,000? From thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. Now, $100,000? The numbers you're asking for are getting bigger.
Your brother's getting married. We need the money for his wedding. Where could Richard and I get the money?
Have you ever considered how I earn my money? $100,000. Do you think I can just pull it out of thin air?
Word about your work abroad has spread around the village. $100,000. You must have it. I'm getting old. You're not around. Daniel is good for nothing. And I only have Ryan to rely on for the rest of my life. So, just think of this money as an advance payment for taking care of me in my old age.
My work? I didn't even tell you about it. How could the people in the village know?
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. Anyway, we're already in Eldoria. The wedding is in a few days. Send the money quickly so your stepdad can show off at the wedding.
If he wants to look impressive, he can earn the money himself. For years, I've been the one supporting this family. It ends now. Ryan's education, his date, and his job. I've paid for all of them. And now you want me to pay for his wedding? I owe him nothing. I won't give you the money?
What? Daisy, you have to give us the money. If you don't, I'll end my life in front of you.
I'm your daughter. Why are you pushing your own child for the sake of those leeches? Does it make any sense?
You are my daughter, but in the end, you're going to get married. Can I rely on you? At the end of the day, I still have to count on Richard and his sons to take care of me. I promise, if you give me the money, I'll never ask you for money again. And Ryan promised me he'd treat me well. He said he'd bring me to the city to enjoy a good life.
Mom, if you want to come to the city and live well, I can make that happen. Why do you have to rely on someone else?
Can I rely on you? Your job is so special. How could I possibly live with you? Besides, Daisy, Ryan isn't an outsider. He's my son. He'll take care of me when I'm old. Just for that, you should give me the money.
What's so special about my job? Why can't you just stay with me?
Stop wasting time.
Daisy, I swear, this is the last time I'll ask. Are you giving me or not?
Fine, I'll give you the money. But starting from today, I won't give you another dime. If they bully you again, it'll have nothing to do with me. This is your choice.
All right. Don't worry about it. Just send it quickly. Hurry up. $100,000.
That little brat thinks she can get rid of us with that? Dream on. Dorothy.
Her kind of work only lasts while she's young. She can make money for a few more years. During this time, you must get as much as you can. Once you've got the money, I'll take care of you. She's just a girl.
Before she gets married, everything she earns should go to you. Don't worry. Your mom?
Stephen.
Prepare a luxury car, a riverside villa, and that set of jewelry worth $3 million. Tomorrow, deliver them to Ryan's wedding at the Eldoria Hotel. They've treated you like this.
And you're still giving them gifts? They may be a pack of leeches.
But if my mom wants this, then I have no other choice. Besides, she's still counting on Ryan to take care of her. I think if I give them enough benefits, maybe they'll treat my mom better.
Are you going there tomorrow?
I haven't seen my mom in years. I really want to see her again. It's also a good chance to see how they've been treating her. If I find out they've mistreated her in any way, I'll take her away immediately. I won't let them use her to keep asking me for money.
Mr. Martinez, we found out that Daisy went to her brother's wedding.
All right. Prepare a wedding gift. I'll personally go invite her. With her current influence, if this lecture is a success, our school's future funding will be secured for years.
What? Daisy is attending Ryan's wedding? Perfect. That gives me a reason to meet her under the pretense of attending an employee's wedding. First, promote Ryan to general manager. Then, prepare a wedding gift. We'll head over immediately.
Prepare a gift. We'll go see Daisy.
Prepare a gift. We'll go see Daisy.
Prepare a gift. We'll go see Daisy.
The news of Miss Clark attending the wedding has spread. Plenty of people are now trying to use this opportunity to meet her.
We could block them at the airport, but we can't stop people from attending the wedding.
Sure.
After all, it's Ryan's wedding. We have no authority to interfere, but it doesn't matter. That crowd of nobody means nothing compared to this 10% stake of Wilson Group. Let's go to the wedding.
Yeah, here. Ha ha.
Dad, the $100,000 is all set?
Yep, the bank's already confirmed it. Don't worry.
By the way, Dad, I told everyone in the village that you're a local millionaire, and this money is from you. Make sure you don't slip up later.
Don't worry. Playing the big shot, showing off. That's my specialty, don't worry.
Dorothy, Daisy isn't coming, right?
No, she won't. If she shows up, she'll only embarrass you. There's no way I'd let her come.
Good. After all, with the kind of work she does, if she comes, it will embarrass me and disgrace the Martin family, right? If it hadn't been for the fact that we can still squeeze some money out of her, I'd have made Dorothy cut all ties with her ages ago.
Oh, Dorothy, later, don't go up on stage, just stay in the crowd, and don't let people know you're with us. Honestly, your outfit and demeanor are way too shabby, and with your daughter doing such disreputable work. I don't want Lisa to find out. I'm connected to people like you, otherwise she'd look down on me.
Oh, okay. I'm already grateful you're letting me attend your wedding. Don't worry, I'll keep my distance. No one will notice me.
Oh no. Lisa's about to arrive. Get out of here, quick. If Lisa sees you, I won't let you off the hook. Go lost.
All right.
Lisa, here's the $100,000 from the Martin family. Take it.
Thank you, Richard.
Oh.
Why are you here? You need to leave now.
Mom, it's been 8 years. You just let me leave. Do you really not want to see me?
Of course, I want to see you. Just not right now. Leave. Let me take you out of here. Don't embarrass Ryan here. Let's go.
Embarrass him? Wait a minute. This is Ryan's wedding. As his stepmother, shouldn't you be on stage? Why are you standing here?
I'm just his stepmother. I'm not qualified to be on stage. And besides, someone like me, a poor countrywoman, standing up there? Ryan would only feel humiliated.
What's wrong with that? No matter what, you should sit at the main table. Tell me the truth. Does Ryan think you're embarrassing, so he made you stay out here and pretended you're not related?
No, it's not like that. It's my own choice. It's not Ryan's fault. I'm just a countrywoman. Also, you're doing that kind of work. If people find out Ryan is connected to people like us, that will embarrass him.
What kind of work am I doing? That's so shameful.
You know, that kind of work in the city, everyone is talking about it. Otherwise, how could a country girl with no college education like you earn so much money?
Mom, you're counting on him to take care of you in old age?
Keep your voice down. Just come with me. Don't make a scene here. Hurry, let's go.
Ryan, do you have anything else to say to your father?
First, I want to thank my father for his hard work in raising me, for hosting this wedding, and for giving us $100,000. Honestly, without him, I wouldn't be who I am today. I'm truly grateful to him.
Ryan Martin. The person you should be thanking is me.
Oh, come on. Just leave. Hurry up, quickly. Come on.
Ryan Martin, I gave the money to you. The person you should be thanking is me. Even if you don't thank me, you should thank my mom. Why pretend you didn't know her?
Ryan, who are these people?
Ryan, don't tell me you don't know her.
You disgraceful brat. Get out of here.
Stop embarrassing yourself. Hurry up and leave. Leave.
Ladies and gentlemen, this woman here, she's Ryan Martin's stepmother. Ryan, you've acknowledged you're her son and promised to take care of her. Shouldn't you respect her at your wedding?
You.
From your schooling to dating, to your job, and this wedding even, the $100,000. I paid for all of them. And yet, You don't even acknowledge me. You won't even acknowledge my mom? You're a shameless leech.
You. Dad, after what Daisy just said, you have to admit the truth. We'll still need her to get more money from Daisy.
Enough? Mr. White, yes, she's my wife, but I've always kept her in the countryside. Ryan doesn't know her at all. It's the first time he's seen her because her greedy daughter decided to storm the wedding. But don't worry, in name she's Ryan's stepmother, but she has no connection to him. No connection. I won't bring shame to your family.
The White family isn't unreasonable. Since she's your wife, she can stay. But this young woman caused a scene here. Someone with no manners like her isn't welcome.
Daisy, look. Out of respect for your mother, leave now. Otherwise, I will kick you out here.
Fine. I'll leave. Only if you divorce my mom.
What?
Let me take her with me. Ouch.
You ungrateful brat. Richard married me, a widow with a child, and even raised you. How much has he done for us? That kindness. You don't repay it. Fine, but now you're asking me to divorce him. You're just a cold-hearted ingrate.
Mom, they hit you and pushed you to ask me for money. Is that what you call kindness?
Daisy, stop spouting nonsense. That dirty money you earn, I wouldn't touch it.
Ryan, she's here to ruin our wedding. What's her real motive? Just kick her out.
Daisy, you're not a part of my family. You have nothing to do with us. If you keep clinging like this, don't blame me.
Look, Lisa's upset now. Just leave. Go. Hurry and leave. What are you doing now? Wait.
Are these bruises from them?
Oh, come on. It's normal for a man to hit his wife sometimes. What's the big deal?
Mom! He beat you, and you still defend them and helped them ask me for money? Have you lost your mind?
It's my choice. So what? Stop wasting time. Go! Leave!
Leave? Fine, I'll leave. But I'm taking you with me. I won't let you stay with them and keep suffering like this.
Daisy, why are you in such a rush to take your mom? What are you trying to make her? Sell her body, like you?
Ryan Martin, you'll regret those words.
I'm not going with you. I still have dignity. You're doing that kind of work. If I follow you, it'll only embarrass me.
Daisy, if you really love your mom, just send her money. Don't take her with you. Do you think she'd feel good watching you entertain different men every day?
Get out of here. Because of you, the Martin family's reputation is ruined in the village. Stop making a scene here. You've become a laughingstock. Aren't you ashamed?
Mr. White. Mr. White, someone just sent over 3 gifts.
Hurry and set them aside so everyone can see them.
Got it, Mr. White.
I've made it. I've made it. Lisa, a mansion, a luxury car, and jewelry. I have them all now. You won't ever leave me, right?
Even if you try to kick me out, I'll never leave now?
Ryan Martin, calm down. You're not taking any of this.
Daisy, are you out of your mind? These were sent to me. Why do you think I can't take them?
Because the person who sent them is me.
Ha ha ha. What a joke. An absolute joke. Ha, Daisy, do you even know how much these gifts are worth? Tens of millions of dollars. How many men do you have to entertain to make that much money?
Even if you worked non-stop and somehow earned this money, would someone like you ever think of giving Ryan wedding gifts? Please, you're just desperate. Don't think we're stupid.
Daisy, how could you make up such a ridiculous lie?
Yeah, you're a family of ingrates. And I'm sick of you all. I can't escape you. But it was my mom who swore to me that Ryan would take care of her and give her a good life. I believed her. I trusted that it was true. So I bought you guys a luxury mansion, thinking it'd enable you to live more comfortably. I got you the best car, and the jewelry was for Lisa. I thought after she married Ryan, she'd treat my mom better.
Daisy, stop spinning lies. We don't have time for your nonsense.
Nonsense? Ryan Martin, think about it. You're a low-level employee who would give you these extravagant gifts.
You?
Don't look down on Ryan. He is my pride. Plenty of people admire him. Do you know that?
Even my family has never received gifts of this level. Ryan, have you been associating with someone important lately?
He has, actually. And that important person is me.
Daisy Clark, enough already. Are you addicted to showing off?
Mom, if I tell you I'm now the youngest project manager of the R&D department at Wilson Group, one of the most sought-after talents in Eldoria, would you go with me?
Shut up. The head of Wilson Group's R&D department is someone every major company has been fighting over for years. Just meeting her once would be something to brag about. And you are a low-born, filthy nobody. How dare you even stand here and pretend to be her? You've got some nerve.
Exactly. People like you aren't even qualified to meet her, so you don't recognize me, even when I'm standing right in front of you.
Arrogant. You're way too arrogant. Get out of here. We can't afford to offend the Wilson family. However, if they find out that someone like you, a lowborn, filthy country girl, was pretending to be her at the White family's wedding, we'll be unable to bear the consequences.
Your family has already offended me. It's too late to apologize.
Daisy, if you keep talking nonsense, I'll tear your mouth apart myself. You lowly, dirty bitch. How dare you spout these lies here? Do I need to slap your mouth shut to make you stop? Ryan, go slap her until she learns to keep her mouth shut.
Today, I'll teach her a lesson on behalf of your mom.
Ryan, are you so certain that I'm lying? What if everything I'm saying is true?
Ridiculous. Daisy, to get what you want, you'll say anything. The head of Wilson Group's R&D department would never pay attention to someone like you, a low-class girl who didn't even go to college and survives by selling herself.
What? She didn't even go to college and she dares to impersonate a Wilson Group executive? You're disgusting and completely delusional. Ryan, why are you still standing there? Go slap some sense into her. Stop her from spreading lies. That could drag us down.
Fine.
Who said she didn't go to college? Daisy Clark was a legitimate student at Eldoria University.
Mr. Martinez, why are you here?
I can't find you every time. This time, I came personally to invite you. Let's see how you dodge me now. Can you go to campus to give a lecture?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Martinez. I really didn't have the time.
Mr. Martinez, you little brat. You've got guts now, huh? To take your mom away. You even hired an actor to play a university principal. What a joke. Daisy, who is this man? Why is he saying these things? Sir, I am the principal of Eldoria University. Here's my card. Daisy Clark is one of our brightest alumni. You can't talk about her like that. What are you saying? Did she sleep with you for free, so you helped her? What nonsense are you spouting?
Oh, please. Eldoria University, that's one of the top schools. With her brain and her grades, she could never get in.
Seriously, I'm wondering, if your stepsister is mentally unwell, first she claimed she's the head of Wilson Group's R&D department, and now she's dragged in this guy to say she's the pride of Eldoria University. What? Even bad soap operas don't pull this stuff. You're shameless, Daisy.
What? Daisy? Are these people your relatives? Huh? Why do they all act like strangers?
No, wait. They're worse than strangers.
Daisy, after the SAT, you didn't even show an acceptance letter. How can you possibly go to college? You've brought him to help you act. Aren't you embarrassed? Get out of here. If you stay any longer, you'll make me feel so embarrassed.
Wait, you didn't show them your acceptance letter?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
Wow, you are really getting into character? Asking why? Because she never got in. What's there to show us?
Daisy, seriously, aren't you tired? Spinning all these ridiculous lies, even going so far as selling yourself to hire an actor? I'm exhausted just watching you.
That's Eldoria University. It's one of the top schools. Anyone who gets in would announce it to the world. But you chose to stay silent. Why? Because you didn't get in. You're just lying here, trying to fool everyone.
Mr. White is right. Not just our village, even in the whole county. In a year, how many students get into Eldoria University? If you really got in, it'd be a huge celebration. It's a pride to the family. Why wouldn't you tell us?
If I'd told you, would you have let me go off?
Of course. I'd sell everything to support you.
But that's not what you said.
There's no way she's going off. I've been raising her, so she can give the Martin family a proper heir. If she goes off to college, sees the world, and decides not to come back, who's going to marry my son? What would we do then? What would we do then? Ryan will get into college, but if Daniel doesn't get into college, he'll marry her.
Lucky for me to overhear your conversation. Otherwise, if I'd shown my acceptance letter, I would have never gone to college. I'd have been trapped in the Martin house, living a miserable life forever.
Daisy, stop spouting nonsense. If you really got in, why wouldn't I let you go off? You're just putting on a show. Don't drag me into your story. I'm not playing along.
Dad, I'll play along with her. You didn't show it, but it's not too late now. I've never seen what an Eldoria University acceptance letter looks like anyway.
Who carries their acceptance letter around?
Why not? If you're putting on a show, you should go all the way. No props? What kind of show is that?
Well, Daisy, I really didn't expect you'd hide the fact that you went to college. Now, it makes sense. During your studies, you worked so many jobs, paying for both school and your living expenses.
Mr. Martinez, my tuition was covered by loans. I only needed $20 a day to live. I didn't need to work that much.
Then, why did you work so much?
I worked all those jobs because after covering my monthly expenses, the rest of the money went to Ryan Martin, Richard Martin. You both know exactly where it went, don't you?
Oh, Daisy. How would the Martin family know about your money? Stop accusing Richard and Ryan.
Mom, you're still defending them? This is exactly why. I didn't even tell you when I got accepted. I was afraid you'd side with them and stop me from going off.
You're just a girl. You'll get married. What's the point of wasting money on education? Look at you. You've been working for years, earning all that money. Isn't that just as good?
Yeah, lucky for me. I could earn money to support your whole family. Otherwise, you would have made me go home and sold me to them.
Exactly. You will get married anyway, so why not keeping it in the family? It's easier that way.
Stop. Even if she wants to marry Daniel now, we won't take her. She's filthy. Too filthy. Enough. How can you all treat Daisy with such disrespect? Do you even know who she really is? Oh, here we go again. He is getting way too into this. What is her real identity? She's just a country girl with no real skills. Since she made so much money, it's obvious how she earned it. When Daisy was in her junior year, she was sponsored by Mr. Wilson to study abroad. That same year, she developed a new product that earned Wilson Group over $1 billion. So, her making this money isn't surprising at all.
Wilson Group again? You two are really crazy, huh? Just hearing Wilson Group come out of your mouth feels like an insult.
Daisy, you came here to ruin my wedding, repeatedly insulting Wilson Group. Admit it. Do you want to destroy the White family?
I couldn't care less about your family, but now that you've provoked me, I don't even need to lift a finger to crush you.
You little bitch. I'll tear your mouth apart.
Lisa, you don't need to do anything. This woman has already humiliated the entire Martin family. Let me deal with her.
Ungrateful brat. You've spent my money and humiliated me over and over, and now you threaten me? Looks like I don't have any reason to hold back anymore.
Ryan, don't let her keep running her mouth. She's ruining the mood. Make her shut up.
Richard Martin, you've been using my mom to milk me for money for years. The least you could do is to treat her kindly and show me a little respect in return. But no. You spent my money, looked down on me, and even hit my mom. You're the real ungrateful leech. Let me tell you, even if I have to tie her up, I'm taking my mom with me today. I won't let you use her to take another penny from me.
Shut your mouth! How dare you speak like that? Ryan, I give you permission. Teach her a lesson for me.
Mom, if it weren't for the fact that you gave birth to me and raised me, I wouldn't care about you anymore. It's your ignorance that allowed these leeches to ask me for money for so many years. But today, no matter what it takes, you're going with me.
She's crazy. Why are you still standing there? If you don't teach her a lesson, she'll think she's untouchable. Hurry up and deal with her.
You're all fools. Every single one of you. The entire upper class of Eldoria wants to befriend Daisy, and you treat her like this.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Martinez. Things are a bit chaotic here today. But don't worry, I promise. I'll attend the lecture. I will be there.
Good. I'll always stand by you. I'll be waiting for you at school. I'll take my leave for now.
Is he leaving? Looks like we exposed the act, and the actor is walking off stage. Now, why don't you get lost, too?
Brian.
Miss Taylor, what brings you to my wedding? I'm truly honored.
When you were a junior employee, I didn't need to attend, but now you are the general manager, so of course I had to come.
What? Miss Taylor, you're promoting me?
Not just that, I also prepared a special wedding gift for you. This car is from the company. Congratulations on your wedding.
Dad, Ryan's been promoted. The company even gave him a car.
I saw it. You were right about him. He has become a successful person. Miss Taylor, thank you for believing in him.
Not at all. It's really because of you. You chose a good man.
Ryan, look, I didn't raise you for nothing. Now you're a general manager, making the Martin family proud.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you. Miss Taylor, I'll make sure I won't let you down.
The head of that department has never appeared in the media, but reliable sources said she came straight from the airport to her brother's wedding. Ryan, besides your dad, do you have any other family here? Can you introduce them to me?
This is my father-in-law. This is my wife. This is my dad. Dorothy, come here. This is my stepmom.
Well, that's everyone?
Oh, I almost forgot. I have a younger brother, but he's back home and couldn't come.
Could the information be wrong?
Are you looking for me?
What are you babbling about? Get the hell out of here.
Ryan, is this your sister?
Well, no, I don't know her. She's in the wrong place. I'll tell her to leave right now.
Miss Taylor, I think you're just here for me.
Are you Ryan's sister?
Does this ingrate deserve to be my brother?
Miss Taylor, she's my stepmom's daughter. She was out of her mind, so she offended you. I'm so sorry.
Your stepmom's daughter? So, she's your stepsister. Ms. Clark, my fault for not recognizing you. I was wrong.
Ms. Clark?
Stop insulting me. I'm not his sister, not even his stepsister.
What did Ryan do to piss you off? Please calm down. I'll ask him to apologize to you.
Ms. Taylor, if you want to work with us, you can go through the formal way. You don't need to come here.
Ms. Clark, you rarely came back. So how could I not come? Ryan is my employee, and you're his stepsister, so it'd be rude for me not to come.
No, you got it wrong. Ryan's not my family, but my enemy.
What? Ryan, Ms. Clark is in charge of the R&D department of Wilson Group. Even if you're her brother, you can't offend her. Apologize to Ms. Clark right away.
Miss Taylor, you were fooled by her. She posed as a development manager of Wilson Group.
How could I not know if she posed or not? I learned exactly that the development manager of Wilson Group came straight to your wedding after getting off the plane. She's your sister, so she must be Ms. Clark.
Miss Taylor, she was playing tricks. She's been posing as the development manager of Wilson Group before you got here, and she said she got in Eldoria University. Anyway, she was talking nonsense. The one who told you this just happened to see her, so you mistook her for the development manager of Wilson Group.
Yeah, right. She is just an ignorant brat, and she hasn't even been to college. She's got some nasty job in Eldoria. So how can she be a manager?
Miss Taylor, Daisy is my stepsister, so how could I not know that she's so capable?
Ryan, it's not a good thing for you to deny who I am in such a hurry.
So, who are you?
Ryan, Daisy is the development manager of Wilson Group, so Ms. Taylor curried favor with her, got you promoted, and gave you the car. It'll do you no good to reveal her identity now.
What should I do now?
It was obvious. Ms. Taylor gave you a promotion and a car because of my identity. If I were pretending, she'd have no need to flatter an employee like you. If I were the manager, she wouldn't have to do that? Because her currying favor with you would only make me angrier. You won't be the general manager, and you can't get the limo.
What, Miss Taylor? Is she telling the truth? You gave me a promotion and a car because I was capable of it, not what he said, right?
Not really. If I didn't know for sure that the development manager would be at your wedding, I wouldn't have even known you, let alone what you were capable of. Daisy, I'm going to ask you again. Are you the development manager of Wilson Group?
You were so disrespectful. Do you think you'd be qualified to work with me even if I were?
Davis Group's president is here.
Ryan, this is a free card for life at the resort owned by Davis Group. Congratulations, this is for you.
How could I deserve this?
Looks like I'm not the only one who has got the news. He also thought Ryan was your brother, so he came to flatter you.
Arnold Group's president is here.
Ryan, our group will give you an ocean view villa. I wish you a happy wedding. An ocean view villa. Is that true?
Arnold Group? What's a real estate company doing here?
Don't you know that? The real estate developers like to take ordinary people's money for investment, or why would there be so many unfinished buildings?
The Archer family is here to congratulate you.
Mr. Archer never liked such occasions, but I didn't expect him to come for you.
So, you figured out if my identity is real or not, right?
I bought this bracelet at a foreign auction, spending $2 million. This is for you. I wish you a happy wedding.
$2 million?
That's a lot of money.
I'm so surprised. Mr. Archer, this gift is too precious. Thank you.
We'll be rich. Our family is gonna be rich. Ha 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 ha.
Gentlemen, even though all of your gifts are quite expensive, I don't think someone is satisfied.
Ms. Taylor, Ryan works for you, so you do know more than us? Why don't you tell us? After all, we'll have a chance to work together later.
Right, Ms. Taylor. Have you already met the manager?
Is that the lady beside you?
Gentlemen, I'd like to tell you, however, I truly don't know if she is here.
So, did you all come here because...
You're right. They all came to your wedding after knowing that the product development manager of Wilson Group is your sister. They tried to meet the manager by attending your wedding with gifts.
I'm sorry to disappoint you all. I don't have a sister, and my only stepsister is doing a nasty job. That can't be taken seriously.
Ryan, are you denying my identity because you're afraid?
Why would I be afraid?
Are you afraid I'm the manager they're talking about? Not only will you not get the wedding gifts they brought, but they will never hire you.
Ryan, there are already 4 powerful companies in Eldoria. I'm afraid more big shots will come after that. No matter if she's the one they're looking for or not, it'll be nothing good for you. Now, you'd better get her out of here.
I won't take any of these, but I'm not going to let these presidents be fooled by you. Dad, didn't she want to take Dorothy? Just let her do that. There are so many big shots at my wedding today, so I won't let her keep embarrassing herself and ruining my wedding.
All right, I'll let Dorothy go with her. We're gonna be rich after receiving so many wedding gifts, and they are all windfalls.
I would rather ruin them than give them to you.
Daisy, are you still pretending these things are for Ryan? You are nothing. How dare you destroy them?
I'll show you who I am now. You won't get the villa.
Just let her do it. She'll suffer if she offends the presidents.
You won't get the $3 million. And I'll get someone to smash this car. I bought it, so don't even touch it.
Daisy, you're such a loser. You've ruined so many valuable things. Luckily, there are a few things left. Ryan, get someone to watch these. She can't destroy them.
Those things don't belong to you, so you can't get them.
Daisy, are you insane? Can you afford to offend these big shots? You want to ruin your life, but don't drag us down.
I tell you that I am the manager. You'd give Ryan those gifts because of me, right?
We're just not sure right now if you're the one we're looking for.
I think you've already known that in your minds, or you wouldn't be here to see us argue. You have just seen that Ryan and I are enemies, so you're disrespecting me by giving him gifts. Now I will give you another chance. You know what to do now, right?
We'll take them back.
Richard. Ryan. You are ungrateful, so I would rather ruin them than give them to you. Are you feeling heartbroken now? You asked for this.
You wicked girl. Don't be sarcastic. I agreed to divorce your mom. So take her away and get out.
You should have agreed long before.
No, you damned fool. I didn't agree. I never said I wanted a divorce, so you couldn't decide for me.
Mom, can you please wake up? They've been using you to ask me for money. They hurt me and even insult me. Don't you see any of this?
You deserved that? You can only blame your dad for dying so young. If Richard hadn't taken us in, we wouldn't have survived now.
I've given them a lot in return. But do you know, they're like a bottomless pit. As long as you stay with them, I just can't get away from them. Do you know that?
Daisy, don't be ungrateful. Would you have survived now if it hadn't been for him? I couldn't raise you alone then, but I had to keep you alive. I'm grateful to Richard for taking us in, so you're supposed to give them money now.
Well, even if I should give them money, they spent my money, beat me, cursed me, and humiliated me. Mom, how long do I have to support these bad people?
You can stop supporting them, and I'm not pushing you.
But they kept using you to push me.
What are you yelling about? I didn't push her, and she did it voluntarily.
I've supported you in grades for over 10 years, and I won't do it anymore. Mom, if you don't leave with me today, we'll break off our relationship.
You're such an ingrate. Your dad passed away early, so I raised you alone until you were a teenager. Was it easy for me? Are you gonna cut ties with me because of money? Do you have a conscience?
Mom, whatever you say, I'll only give you 3 seconds. You can sign it and leave with me, or cut ties with me. 3.
You are such an ingrate.
2.
Is she trying to cut ties to get rid of the Martin family? Stop daydreaming. So what if you take her away? As long as Dorothy's your mom, I can use her to ask you for money.
1.
I'm going to cut ties with you.
Just get her out of here.
I'm not leaving. Don't make me leave.
Daisy made me do it. I don't want people saying behind my back that I made you leave your daughter in order to keep you in my family. Daisy, take your mom and get out.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Daisy, you're shameless, but I'm not. I'm in my 50s, but my daughter wants to disown me. How can I face anyone else?
Stop yelling. Get out of here.
Don't kick me out, please. I'll teach her a lesson now. I'll do it now.
You're deaf, aren't you? I told you to leave now. Get the hell out of here.
I'm not leaving. Richard, I won't leave you.
Mom, it's not up to you this time. You have to go with me anyway.
If I had known, you'd be like this. I'd rather I hadn't given birth to you back then.
Right. If you hadn't given birth to me, I wouldn't have met these ingrates and been unable to get rid of them because of your ignorance.
Daisy, I'm afraid you can't. Take your mother by yourself. How about I get someone to help you?
Ms. Taylor, you've never helped. An ordinary person for no reason. If I'm not mistaken, you should have been sure that she is the manager.
Mr. Archer, if you were not sure, why did you just promise Daisy to take back the wedding gift?
Miss Taylor, she's an ingrate, and she's just pretending. Don't be fooled by her.
I'll be the judge of whether she is or not. You don't have to tell me.
Since you want to help her, seems like you've known everything.
Right. This is a rare opportunity. Ms. Taylor, you can't take it alone.
Daisy, do you need help?
Stephen, get someone to take Mrs. Martin home.
I'll have someone come right now and arrange for the best hotel.
I'll send your mom back with you myself.
What are you all doing? Since my employee is in trouble, of course I'll take care of it.
Mr. Wilson, good to see you.
Daisy, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Is Daisy really the development manager of Wilson Group?
What do you think?
Ms. Clark.
No, it's impossible. How can that be, Daisy?
What's going on? How can Daisy be the development manager? Isn't she just doing a nasty job?
Slap him.
Ouch.
Dad, what are we gonna do? We've provoked them.
The White family may be screwed this time.
Daisy, Did you? Just tell the truth. You went to college, worked, and went abroad, without letting us know.
That's right. I made it, and I had escaped. I want to take you away from this heartless family. So, will you leave with me?
Go ahead, just go. Daisy, you're so capable now, so why doesn't she leave with you? Just go with Daisy. Don't keep Daisy waiting.
Okay, I'll leave with you.
Take Mrs. Martin back first.
Mrs. Martin, please come with me.
Daisy, the Martin family helped you, so you can't be an ingrate. Don't hurt them.
The four of you, sir, are quite well informed.
Well, Mr. Wilson, I'm here to attend an employee's wedding, and I ran into Ms. Clark. I didn't mean to pry.
That's right. Mr. Wilson, we're all here for the wedding of Ms. Taylor's employee.
Does an ungrateful employee like him deserve to be congratulated personally by big shots like you?
No, of course not. Don't worry. I'm declaring that Ryan will be dismissed from Taylor Group.
Archer Group will never hire him.
Also, Arnold Group won't.
And Davis Group will never hire him.
No, don't do that. Miss Taylor, I won't survive if you do this.
If I don't do this, should I wait for an ingrate like you to betray me?
Daisy, come on. I appreciate it. I'll do anything you want. Please, don't let them do that.
My mom has left, and I have nothing to worry about anymore, so it's useless for you to beg me.
Ryan represents the Martin family, and I expect him to have a bright future. Please, don't do that. Just spare him for the sake of my raising you, okay?
Okay?
Yeah, you did raise me, but I have supported you all for so many years, so I don't owe you anything. Whatever will happen to you, it has nothing to do with me.
Daisy, you're such an ingrate. If I hadn't taken you in and raised you back then, would you have survived today? What's wrong with you, spending money on us? You should do that. Since you were raised in my family, you have to care about my family affairs. Unless there's no one left in the Martin family, you won't get rid of us.
You think I didn't know why you took me in then? You just wanted me to. Marry Daniel and have a child with him. You didn't lose anything by marrying my mom. Over the past years, I've done all the housework alone in your house. I had supported you for so many years just to repay you. Isn't that enough?
No, of course not. You're rich and capable now. The money you gave us before means nothing to you.
Yes, I am rich, but my money is not for ingrates. As long as you were grateful, kind to me, you would have vast wealth. But you didn't. You are so ungrateful, and you insulted, bullied, and treated me like an easy touch. So, you won't get anything in front of you today. That's what you deserve.
Stop this nonsense. You're my stepdaughter, and all the money you earn will belong to the Martin family. When you get married, all your money will be mine. You can't deny it.
You're ignorant, and I'm not going to waste any more breath with you. Take him out.
Richard, you only know Daisy as a manager. However, would you like to know exactly how much money she has?
Yeah, of course I would.
Well, I'll let you know when I'm done announcing this.
What are you going to announce?
This is 10% of Wilson Group's shares, and I'm going to give it to you now.
10%?
Well, I thought it would be a lot. Only 10%. How much would that be?
You are so ignorant. The annual dividend amounts to hundreds of millions of dollars. Bumpkin, don't be ridiculous.
What?
Looks like you know about this.
Yeah, sure.
I think the other presidents are also aware of that, right?
Yes, we know that, of course.
Actually, I gave Daisy 10%, not just to reward her. It represents the attitude of the Wilson family. I think you know exactly what you should do or not, in case you do something inappropriate in the future.
Mr. Wilson, don't worry, cause it was the first time we saw her, and it'll be the last. We will never show up in front of Ms. Clark again.
We're leaving now.
We got things to do, so we gotta go. Right. See ya?
No, we won't see her again. Yeah.
Richard, I can tell you right now, how much money Daisy has, She gets hundreds of millions of dollars a year in dividends. And her commissions and dividends over the years are tens of millions of dollars. Also, with the money she's saved over the years, she has over $10 billion now.
$10 billion?
10 billion?
That's right, 10 billion. Richard, let me tell you, are you especially sorry now that you treated Daisy badly? If you were nice to her back then, you would have gotten at least half of her money. But now, you won't get a cent of her money.
No, no, no. Ouch.
Take him out.
No, no, no. Daisy, since you're so rich now, why don't you give me some? Daisy.
You made him vomit blood? So are you happy now?
I'm not happy. I'm not relieved. They bullied you like that, but I just made him vomit blood, which is nothing. I just wanted to make it clear to them that they're gonna lose the money they could never imagine by treating you badly. I hope they'll be sorry when they think of you.
He won't. He'll never regret it. After you let him know exactly how much money I have, he'll only get greedier as the amount grows. Nevertheless, I appreciate you helping me out.
Daisy, is this the only thing I've done for you all these years?
Thank you.
Mr. White, are you looking down on me by leaving without greeting me?
Mr. Wilson, how could I? Our family is nothing. To the Wilson family, you are broad-minded, so please spare us.
Yeah, Daisy. No, Miss Clark. We were too blind to realize you were the development manager. I'm so sorry. Forgive us. Please.
Lisa, you remember when you made a waitress to bow and apologize to you 5 years ago?
What? Was it you 5 years ago? Ms. Clark, I'm sorry. I was ignorant and blind. I will apologize to you. I will apologize on my knees.
You're hypocritical and arrogant, and you make me sick. Tell everyone to stop working with the White family.
Forget it. They have no bottom line. They won't last much longer. The Martin family disappointed me. Let irrelevant people like them go.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
Daisy, Lisa insulted you and told you to kneel, but you forgave her. Why can't you leave me alone?
Let me tell you why. Ryan, you pressed my head down. When Lisa made me bow and apologize, that was nothing. You took all the money I had to live on when you left. You've depended on all the money I've given your family from graduation to now. Have you ever said thank you? Not only did you not appreciate me, but you humiliated, beat, and cursed me. Ryan, do I owe you?
You just owe it to my family and me.
Lisa will at least be grateful to me when I let her go. But what about you? If I let you go, you'll just take it for granted and ask for more. Ryan, you're just a heartless ingrate. Let me tell you, I'm totally disappointed. And I'm not going to show you any mercy.
Daisy, you'd better not say that. Don't forget your mom's attitude.
Look, I'm not gonna let my mom see anyone in your family again.
Well, your mom's a human being. Can you lock her in your place? Maybe she has run away?
You don't have to worry.
Hello? What? A bunch of losers. Daisy, I'm sorry. They didn't watch your mom, so she escaped.
Ha 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 ha. What did I just say? My mom didn't even want to leave my dad, but you wanted her to stay? Daisy, don't even think about getting rid of my family.
Shut up. They probably haven't gotten far. I'll send someone after them.
There's no need. I am rich. So she'll come back to me.
Bitch, how dare you come back?
Daisy is ungrateful, but I'm not. If you hadn't given me a home back then, I wouldn't have survived now.
Stop lying to me. You should be grateful, but why did you lie to me?
I didn't. How dare I?
Dorothy, for the past years, Daisy was away at college, and she made so much money. You're her mom, so she has surely told you that.
I didn't lie to you, and she never told me. This damn girl was trying to pay us less money, so she even hid it from me.
That's enough. I don't care if you knew it or not before. Now, we all know that she got $1 billion. I only need half of that, so you must get it from her.
But she's turned her back on us. What should I do?
Don't worry. She'll be worried about you, and she won't leave you alone. How about this? You will pretend to be sick and call her to come back to see you. Call her now. Just do it.
Hello?
Daisy. I'm getting a headache now, but none of them care about me. How about you come over and take me to the hospital?
Stop pretending. We had no relationship the moment you chose to run away. I won't care about you anymore, no matter what happens to you.
What? What if she doesn't care about me?
You're a stupid woman. What do I need you for? You can't even deal with your daughter. Wicked girl. Don't think you can get rid of us by leaving your mom alone. Don't think I can't do anything just because you're a big shot.
Dad, she's rich and powerful now, so we have to do something.
What do rich and powerful people care about most? It's their reputation. She's afraid of being disgraced.
You're right.
We're not afraid. We're going to the best mediator to publicize. This ingrate, Daisy, and the Wilson family who value her will be disgraced in front of the public. I'll make her bow and beg me to take her money.
It's been 3 days, or are you leaving your mom alone?
I'm just making her come to me. Once she comes to me, I'll take her abroad forcefully. Although it's a bit cruel for her this way, I can at least make sure she'll enjoy the rest of her life. So I'm going to calm down and not rush it.
Daisy, after this is over, will you think about us?
Brian, my family is too complicated. For you.
I know if you're right for me. I had shown my feelings to you. When we were in college, abroad together, I still love you as much as I did until now. Just don't turn me down again. Give me a chance to love you, okay?
I'll think about it. After I send my mom abroad.
Really? It's been 5 years. You finally agreed.
Hey, Mr. Wilson. Well, Mrs. Clark.
Look, you'd better be urgent or you'll resign and get out of here right now.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson. This is about Miss Clark and the entire Wilson group, so I had to break in.
What happened? What are you trying to solve today?
Miss Clark, Mr. Wilson, have a look.
At the best mediator.
I'm here today to complain about my daughter. Her name is Daisy Clark, and she works for Wilson Group. She gets hundreds of millions of dollars a year, but discarded me. She's an ingrate. I'm here today to complain about my daughter. Her name is Daisy Clark, and she works for Wilson Group. She gets hundreds of millions of dollars a year, but she discarded me. She's an ingrate.
Wilson Group? Are you sure you didn't get it wrong? Is it true that your daughter works for Wilson Group and earns hundreds of millions of dollars?
Yeah, I'm sure. She's even one of the shareholders of Wilson Group now, and you can search her online.
Well, she's such a rich woman, but why would she leave you alone? Is there any misunderstanding?
How could there be? I think she looked down on me when she got rich. She felt I was embarrassing her.
Excuse me, are you her father?
I'm her stepdad. Her biological father passed away.
Did you raise her?
That's right. I married Daisy's mom when I saw them starve. At that time, then, I raised Daisy to adulthood.
Ms. Morris, Daisy is just a ruthless ingrate. My dad worked so hard to raise her and take care of her mom. But what about her? She was ungrateful. And she has been cold to us for so many years. Now that she's rich and afraid of my dad asking her for money, she's trying everything to get rid of our family.
That's enough. Say no more. Ms. Morris, Daisy is so guilty right now that she won't come to the show. However, she'll watch it on TV. Can I talk to her for a second on the camera?
No problem. Go ahead.
Okay. Daisy, I'm begging you, be nice to us. Please, I raised you and made you successful. I can accept that you don't care about me. After all, we're not related. But what about your mom? She's your mother. She's no longer young, and she doesn't have much time, right? You can't let her down like that. You don't care about her. You can't be so ungrateful.
How long has the video been posted?
Just 1 hour. Every major media outlet is now reporting stories about Wilson Group's ingrate. That's a big influence on Wilson Group.
I underestimated Richard. He knew he could do nothing, so he used the press to stir it up. He'll do anything for money.
Daisy, don't worry. What they were saying was all a lie. I'll get someone to handle it now.
It's useless. They are shameless. Even if you solve this problem, they'll think of something else next time. Any media would love such a popular topic. They'll just hype up the news when they get a chance.
Yeah, that's right. The video has been so popular after only being out for an hour. Aside from the media, those who are afraid to go against Wilson Group and just complain in private will take advantage of the chance to tarnish our reputation.
How much money do you want?
Sweetie, you finally called me, huh?
Cut the crap. Name the price.
$700 million. If you say yes, I'll tell the whole audience you're a good person.
You don't have to prove if I am a good person, and I'll prove it myself. There is every transfer I made to them over the years. In this notebook, take some pictures. Also, there are recordings of all the phone calls they made to ask me for money stored on this USB flash drive. Make a video of these recordings and photos. I'm going to show it to all the audience on the Best Mediator.
Okay.
And these. Take them with you.
What are these?
This is a large apartment and an ocean view villa in Eldoria that I bought for my mom 3 years ago. Also, I've saved $100 million in my mother's name.
Daisy, are you sure you're ready? Want to argue with them in front of all the audience?
I'd like to give them some dignity, but they won't let me go. I don't want these ingrates to slander me for nothing or affect Wilson Group, so I'll take this opportunity to end this.
Okay.
Oh, right. Take this with you.
What's this again?
It'll clear my mom's head. I didn't want her to know, but what's in it is too cruel for her. I have no other choice. Only if she's on my side will I get rid of the Martin family and prove myself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Best Mediator. Recently, a shareholder of Wilson Group has been accused of being an ingrate in a case that received a lot of attention. Today, the clients came to the scene again. They asked for help from our show and to solve the problem.
That was secondary to the fact that she missed her daughter. Daisy hasn't come back to see her for the last 8 or 9 years. Also, she has even blacklisted her mom's phone number. Do you think?
So, help me contact her and get her to meet me, please?
I don't think she'll come. After all, it was humiliating for her to admit in front of all the audience that his mom was a bumpkin.
Dorothy, it won't matter if she never comes. You have Daniel and me. If she despises you and refuses to take care of you and raise you, we will take care of you.
Good boy. That's a good point. Daisy may be rich and powerful, but she is ungrateful and shameful. She's nothing compared to you who are nice to your stepmom. I second that.
That's right. Wilson Group must have been fooled by her. How could they value a hypocritical and shameless person like her?
Today, she must show up to explain herself to Mrs. Martin, the Martin family, and the entire audience.
Explain. Rest assured, now I'm explain myself.
Daisy, you're willing to see me.
Daisy, you finally showed up. Your mom had no choice but to come to this show to find you. Sorry to embarrass you. Don't blame your mom, okay?
All right. Aren't you tired of acting? Ms. Morris, may I start now?
Daisy, you're an ingrate. How did you talk to your mom after? You didn't see her for so long.
You can tell from your wedding video. If I refuse to see my mom...
What are you babbling about? Is there a video of my wedding?
Why are you so nervous? I just said that casually. If I have the video, I'm afraid all your lies will be exposed.
Daisy, don't come here if you don't intend to sincerely apologize. A daughter as ungrateful as you had better not go home again.
If I didn't come back, who would you be putting on this show for?
A show? Who's putting on a show?
Daisy, we all come from the countryside, so how could we be acting? But you didn't go back to see your mom for so many years, and you said we were putting on a show. As soon as you saw us, you are well educated, so you're eloquent. However, you can't tell right from wrong. It's a fact that you discarded your mom. Don't you admit it yet?
Of course I don't. Not only did I support my mom, but I supported your entire family. You can deny it, but every cent I transferred to you won't be fake.
She kept such a clear record of every bill. It doesn't look fake.
Daisy, Ryan's got a girlfriend, so why don't you give him another $1,000 a month? Now, the debt collectors for Daniel are blocking our doorstep. Give me $3,000.
The house needs to be renovated. Give me $6,000.
Their whole family are all greedy. Yuck.
I'm sick. Give me $50,000. If you don't, I'll beat your mom.
Richard wants to do business and needs $100,000.
Why haven't you given us the money for this month?
Daisy, transfer the money to him now. I don't want to get beaten up.
Their whole family is greedy. They asked me for money more than 6 times a month. For some reason, 60 times in a year and 500 times in 8 years. The amount of money started from thousands, tens of thousands, to even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Maybe there is no one as stupid as me in this whole world. I worked hard, day and night, to support your whole family.
She's pretending. She's playing the victim. Daisy, your mom hasn't spent your money all these years. It's impossible you gave me money.
Daisy, don't even try to deny it. Even if it's true, so what? What's wrong with sending some money to my dad? Isn't that the least you can do? If my dad hadn't taken you and your mom in, you would have starved. He raised you and even paid for your education. Now that you've succeeded, isn't it your duty to repay him? You ought to do it. Right?
This ungrateful person doesn't even care about her mother. How could she send money to Dad?
Dorothy, this isn't just pocket change. You're Daisy's biological mother. Don't tell me you don't know.
I don't know.
Mom, the recording and the bill are right in front of you, and you're still going to deny it?
Oh my god, this is too detailed. This video documents every penny Daisy spent on the Martin family and every call they made to ask for money.
Could Daisy actually be wrong?
This is fake. She fabricated all of it. Daisy, I don't care about your pathetic video or lousy recording. I don't recognize any of it.
Daisy, you're a top figure in the artificial intelligence industry. It's no big deal for you to synthesize a recording like this. Sure, you can fool an honest, uneducated rural man like my dad with this tech, but now the whole country is watching, and they're on my dad's side. These fake bills and recordings, none of us recognize them.
You think you can deceive us, who are honest and uneducated, huh? You made something fake appear real. You are such a scheming woman. Shame on you.
Mom, you won't admit this either?
Daisy, why make things so embarrassing? We're family after all. There's no winner among us. Apologize to Richard. Can't we go back to how things used to be?
According to your logic, you want them to use you to drain my resources endlessly.
You're talking nonsense. Daisy, why are you blaming us? You're such an ungrateful person. You grew up benefiting from our Martin family, and now you're turning on us. Oh, it's really sinning. It's really sinning. Sinning.
Please calm down. Go back to your position first.
Daisy, you've done so much to frame our Martin family and slander my father. You did all this for money, right?
Every word I say is the truth. I don't care about money at all. I just don't want to give it to ungrateful people.
Okay, since you're worried about this, then I, Richard, will promise in front of the whole country today that I will never ask you for a penny again.
I don't think Richard wants Daisy's money.
It was Richard who raised her. Isn't it too much to not give him anything?
Daisy, let me be honest. The Martin family raised you, and they deserve your gratitude. You can't treat them like this. They live in the countryside. With your current income, Even a small amount of money would support them for a long time. Repaying the kindness isn't hard. Why don't you consider doing it? That's right. I think what you said makes sense. Then I'll give them $3,000 a month for 18 years. Is that enough? Great. That should be enough for them to live on. I'm sure they'll agree. Really?
$3,000 a month is a lot. They still live in the countryside. They probably won't spend it all. Daisy doesn't have a bad attitude toward them.
Ms. Morris, do you think it's good and enough for them? But it's useless. They're greedy.
No. Miss Morris, I don't want her money. It's shameful too. Take her money. If I accept it, I'll never be able to hold my head high in front of her. I don't want it.
Richard, you're here to mediate. Daisy has promised to repay you with money. I don't think it's necessary for you, as her stepfather, to argue with her. He's not here to mediate. He's here to ask for money.
Daisy, I've already said I won't take your money. Didn't you hear me?
Yeah. How can you care about $3,000? What you want is $700 million.
What, $5 billion?
$5 billion.
How is that possible? Daisy, he's just an honest farmer. How could he say such an outrageous number?
You are lying. Keep lying. Even Ms. Morris and the audience here don't believe what you say. How long will you keep this up?
Daisy, $5 billion is unimaginable for a farmer. Even if you're a shareholder of Wilson Group now, how much money could you have? I don't have a clear idea of it, let alone my dad, who's always lived in the countryside. You wouldn't dare to ask for $5 billion.
Daisy, so you've made that much money. No wonder you agreed so easily when Miss Morris proposed you'd pay $20,000 a month. You made up a vast sum of money, and $20,000 is nothing.
My dear daughter, you finally called me.
Cut the crap? How much do you want?
Not much. $5 billion. If you agree, I'll tell the whole country you're a good person.
Richard, I have the habit of recording every time I talk to you. This is the call you made to me last night. Don't you recognize it?
No, this isn't me. It's not me. Daisy, you synthesized this. You're scheming.
Whether it's synthesized or not, we can have a professional check the code behind it. Yelling won't help. Richard, calm down. We have asked technicians to verify the authenticity of both your recording and the one released by Daisy. If you are wronged, we'll clear your name when the results come out.
Well, you don't have to do this. Anyone can see it's fake. There's no need to verify it. It's all Daisy framing me. She's ungrateful.
Richard, you're not scared, are you?
What am I afraid of? It's just a recording, right? You have one, and I have one too.
There's no relationship between us. I won't interfere with your business from now on. Dorothy, is that true? Did Daisy really tell you she wanted to sever ties?
Yes.
Well, dear audience, look how heartless she is now. She's severed ties with her mother and doesn't care about her. Do you really think she'll care about me, her stepfather? Do you think she'd transfer money to me?
Ryan, you're trying to cut out the context, right? You've learned to manipulate things and how to edit. Daisy, isn't this the full content of your call? We'll turn it over to the program staff. These files can be restored to the original versions. Once they are restored, you'll know exactly what I said before.
No need to check. Daisy, do you admit that? You said you'd break ties with your mother and discard her.
I admit it.
Fine. That's enough. Your mother and I came here today to ask you to stop ignoring her. However, you've deliberately shifted the anger onto me to distract the audience. You're despicable. I won't play along anymore. It's fine if you don't acknowledge the kindness I showed you before. But now, I have one request. Take good care of your mother. After all, she's your mother. You can't just neglect her.
If she insists on staying with your Martin family, I won't care about her anymore. As I've said.
Daisy, you ungrateful girl. I married into the Martin family, and it's my home now. If I don't stay there, where else should I go?
I've already had someone draft a divorce agreement for you. I'll find someone to help you.
What is she doing? She forces her mother to divorce. How old is she? A divorce? Isn't that disgraceful?
Everyone look. Everyone look. How many daughters out there force their mothers to get divorced? Daisy, think about it. Your mother is over 50. If she divorces me, who would marry her?
Even if no one does, I won't let her live with you.
Daisy, I'm too old to handle the shame of a divorce. You might not care, but I do.
Daisy, older people have their own lives. Your mother is over 50. If she can't find someone new with your busy schedule, how lonely would she be? Besides, why must she divorce before you take care of her?
Why? Just because she's afraid we'll use her money or take advantage of her.
Daisy, you're forcing her to divorce, to stop us from using your money. So by your logic, Dorothy can never remarry, right? Because no matter who she marries, you will never rest assured. No matter who she marries, you'll assume they're after your money.
Daisy, I'm not divorcing. I'm not leaving the Martin family. I won't endure that humiliation.
Daisy, stop pressuring your mother. If that's not enough, I'll make a statement right now. I won't take a penny from you.
Richard, get up.
No, I won't get up. If I don't kneel and beg her, she will force me to divorce you. I don't want to divorce you. I don't want her to ignore you, but I can't help it. Daisy, since I'm begging, you on my knees, can you please show some mercy and stop forcing us?
Daisy, how can you bear to force an elder like this?
Daisy, you're heartless. She's your biological mother, and he raised you. You bully them like this? Do you have a conscience?
Get up. You're too old to be kneeling to her like this.
Get up.
Oh, don't worry. We will definitely try our best to help you mediate.
You have to help me.
Daisy, I admit that. You are rich and powerful now, but don't forget that. When my father took in your mother, and you were nothing. Now to guard against us, you are forcing them to divorce. How can you live with yourself?
Daisy, this is the statement my dad had, a lawyer draft before coming here. It clearly states that he won't take your money. You should open your eyes and see.
Daisy, this contract is indeed valid. The Martin family won't take your money. You can rest easy now. You're quite self-aware. You know, I won't give you anything.
Daisy, don't you feel any remorse? Doesn't your conscience bother you?
You should ask them, not me.
Daisy, what do you want me to do? To make you stop pushing for your mom and me to divorce and take care of her?
It's simple. Add one more sentence to this statement. Don't spend my mom's money.
Daisy, what are you talking about? Richard and I are a couple. He's been supporting me all these years. Now, you refuse to give me money. Do you expect Richard to support me for free for the rest of his life?
Mom, you're wrong. I've been supporting the family all these years. He hasn't been supporting you. If I hadn't stepped in, they would have kicked you out. This agreement is pointless. He'll beat you, insult you, and ask you to me for money. After I give it to you, you'll transfer it to him. He doesn't ask for money from me, but in reality, it's still my money. Right?
What are you talking about? When has Richard ever beaten me?
Daisy, you're mean and scheming, thinking everyone is the same. You're really shameful.
Daisy, it's useless for me to kneel or sign any documents. What do you want me to do?
It's useless. Nothing will make a difference. I think she doesn't want to take care of Dorothy. She wants nothing to do with our Martin family. After all, he's a big shot now, and we country folk only make her feel embarrassed.
Is that so? Daisy, if that's the case, I'll divorce your mom. Our Martin family will sever all ties with you. Just take care of your mother. After all, she's getting old. She won't have to worry about living if she stays with you.
Daisy, they love each other. Why do you have to break them up?
Yeah, Richard is so good to your mother. Why are you being so ungrateful?
What are you waiting for? Ask her for money.
Daisy, I won't divorce him. I can't keep relying on Richard to take care of me. You're my daughter. The law says you must take care of me.
Mom, you can't even read. But you know the law?
There are many cases like this in the village. I don't have to be in the kitchen to know it's hot.
Many people in the village don't support their parents, so it's fine if I don't support you. Plus, you have a loving husband who wants to support you.
They're who they are. You're different. You can ignore me, but you still need to give me the alimony.
I'll give it to you. Ms. Morris, if I remember right, it's $1,000 a month exactly. According to Eldoria's pension level, about $1,000.
Daisy, you're so rich, but only give your mother $1,000 a month. Aren't you worried about people talking behind your back?
I fulfilled my obligations. Let them say whatever they want. I don't care.
Daisy, the alimony is based on your income and local conditions. You're a Wilson Group shareholder with an annual income of $1 billion. $1,000 a month? I guess she won't be happy with it. Am I right, Dorothy?
Well, no. I am not happy with it. It's too little.
Ryan, so you've done a lot of research. Is it my mother who's unhappy, or is it your Martin family?
Daisy, stop with the sarcasm. The money is for your mother. What does it have to do with us?
Daisy, you're rich. So why not spend it on your mother? Why force her to come on the show? You're a well-known person. Why do this? Who said I won't spend it on her? I've already prepared the house and passbook. Give me these. This is a large flat in the downtown of Eldoria. And this is a sea view villa in the suburbs. I bought it 3 years ago. My mother is the owner. There's also a passbook with $100 million, which I've deposited to her account over the past 3 years. My mother is also the holder of the passbook.
Daisy, you actually gave me so much.
Oh my god, how much money is this? Hundreds of millions of dollars?
They said Daisy didn't care about her mother for so long. Why did she buy all these assets for her 3 years ago?
I checked. The property were indeed bought by Daisy in Dorothy's name 3 years ago.
You didn't know about this?
I didn't tell her? Of course. She doesn't know. You haven't given her a penny in all these years. So how would you know? There's money in her account. How does it feel? Are you in pain now? Isn't it a pity you didn't know about them, the $100 million, for all these years?
Daisy, what are you talking about? My dad said he won't take your money. The money you saved for Dorothy has nothing to do with him.
It has nothing to do with him. He couldn't spend the $100 million, and he won't be able
to spend it in the future.
You can't spend this money. I've already informed the bank. The money is my mother's. No one can spend it. Without my permission, no one can live in it either.
You're unbelievable. Are you kidding us? Oh, no. Are you kidding your mom?
Daisy, you bought a house and saved money for your mother 3 years ago, showing that you care about her, not like they said. So why are you trying to control it and not let her spend it? I'm afraid it won't be her making those decisions, but those ungrateful people who use her.
You don't let her use it. Isn't that contradictory? Daisy, do you really care about her? In the end, you don't care about her, do you?
Yeah, it seems like you gave her money but didn't, and you said you cared but didn't act on it. Yeah, it's true.
Daisy, the whole country is watching. Are you kidding us?
If I don't get the money, I'll make sure you regret it.
Daisy, what do you want me to do to let me spend this money?
It's simple. Divorce him. Leave him. And go with me. Daisy, why do you want your mother to leave Richard? After all, he's the one she's spent her life with. Because the person closest to you hurts you the most. What do you mean?
Daisy, what do you mean? Are you saying I'll harm your mother?
Daisy, how can you say such things? Richard has been good to me all these years. How could he possibly harm me?
Mom, he treats you well because he wants to use you to get money from me. And is he really good to you? When I don't give you money, he beats and scolds you. Why are you still protecting him?
Shut up. In rural areas, it's normal for men to beat their women. Why make a fuss about it?
Also, when did I ask you for money? I treat your mother well without expecting anything in return. Stop trying to sow discord.
Besides, Daisy, you've been away from home. How do you know how they're living? I think you just want to cause trouble.
Dorothy, it's no use arguing. Tell me if my father has treated you well all these years.
Yes, of course, he has. I've always said, your father is our savior. Not only does he not despise me, but he also gave me a home. How could he harm me?
Will he tell you if he plans to harm you? That's all part of his scheming.
Shut up. If you keep saying this nonsense, I will. I'll rip your mouth off.
Mom, you're my mom. So I'll bear it.
To make me divorce your mother, you're sowing discord between us and even saying, I want to harm her. You've lied repeatedly. Don't say your mom blames you. Beating you wouldn't be too much.
You'll only cry when it's too late. Give me the information. Mom, don't blame me. It's better to be sad than to lose your life.
What are you talking about?
Mom, did Richard ask you to sign any documents a month ago?
No. It's supplemental security income. Just sign and stamp it.
Well, that's nice. I get the SSI now. Yes, I did sign. I signed 2 copies. That's the SSI Richard got for me. Is there a problem?
Richard, are you sure it was an SSI document you asked my mother to sign?
Daisy, stop being so suspicious. It's a document of SSI. Your mother's not blind. Didn't she see it?
My mother can see, but she can't read. You've been married for years, and you love her so much. Don't you know it?
How could I not know it? Richard taught me to write my name, step by step.
When did he teach you to write it?
It was about 3 years ago. At that time, Richard taught me very carefully. This is the truth. Don't doubt it. How could he harm me?
Richard, so you've been planning to harm my mother for 3 years.
Daisy, what are you talking about?
Daisy, are you crazy? I taught her to write her name. How could I harm her?
You're getting more ridiculous. Daisy, there should be a limit to how far you go targeting my dad. You have no shame in saying such baseless things.
If this weren't in public, I would have beaten you up.
Well, Ms. Morris, Daisy will do anything to drive a wedge between me and her mom. She'll say whatever it takes. I can't stay here any longer. If I do, she'll ruin my reputation. Let's go. Go.
Wait, I'll go with you.
No, you stay. Daisy is a big shot now. We simple country folks can't fight against her. I set you free. Just divorce me and live with her.
Huh, but no.
What, you feel guilty and want to leave?
What's there to feel guilty about? I just don't want to argue with someone acting crazy.
You're leaving my mom here, so she can keep getting money from me. You're really something. You've used my mom for years, and yet she trusts you completely.
Say whatever you want. The truth speaks for itself. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Daisy, what are you going to do?
You asked me to come here. I came, but now the game's not over. And you want to leave?
Daisy, what are you doing? Let Richard go.
It's not too late to let him go, after I make you give up. What good, Richard? You're a wolf disguised as a lamb.
What's going on? What made Ms. Morris so angry?
Yeah, why is she so upset?
Richard, this is the document you had my mother sign.
Impossible. That's impossible.
Mom, I know, in your mind, you would never betray the Martins. You trust Richard and the Martins more than you trust me. But they're just using you. They're using you to get money from me.
Oh dear, you've said that so many times. Richard helped you. You should give him some money.
Yes, I don't mind helping, but I won't support ungrateful people. I won't be their sucker. They took my money. From the bottom of their hearts, they look down on me. They even beat and scold you. Why should I give them money? That's why I refused so firmly when Ryan asked for $100,000 for his wedding.
Daisy, stop making things up. When did I ever ask you for money for my wedding?
Shut up. I'm talking to my mother, not you. That's when they used your name to sign a personal accident, insurance policy, and a personal loan.
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
You don't understand. Let me tell you again. This is a $100,000 loan signed in your name.
$100,000? That's too much.
Richard already took the money. If he can't pay it back, the loan sharks will chase you. The debt will end up on me, and I'll have to repay it. It's okay. I don't care about the money. But this time, it's not just about money. They want your life.
That's impossible. That's impossible.
This is an accident insurance policy for up to $1.5 million.
Accident insurance? $1.5 million? That much?
You're the insured, and Richard is the beneficiary. You're a rural woman who never even leaves the village. Why would they take out such a high insurance policy on you?
I don't understand.
You don't know. Let me make it clear. They're planning insurance fraud. Mom, one day you push them too far and they'll hurt you. They can call it an accident and collect $1.5 million from the insurance company.
Is it true? Is what she said true?
How could it be true coming from an ignorant woman like her?
Mom, I thought they were good to you, especially after I gave them so much money. But when I came back for Ryan's wedding, I realized they didn't treat you like a person at all. Mom, after you left, I started monitoring everything about them. I accidentally found the insurance. Mom, I can give them money if they need it, but this time, they want your life. Do you want to stay with them?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mom.
Excuse me. I'm the best mediators director. The results of the recording test are in Daisy's recording is authentic. Richard and the others are lying.
The guilty are pointing fingers.
All these shady dealings. Daisy is a big shot, and now your program team is backing her up. You're all siding with her, right? Is there any justice left?
The reason our show is so popular is that it's impartial and speaks with facts. If anyone disputes the result of this recording, our team is open to scrutiny at any time.
We've all been fooled by Richard. Daisy, sorry. We misunderstood you.
No, we understand why you want your mother to leave the Martin family. I've given your family so much over the years and provided many opportunities. If you could grasp a little of that and be nicer to me or my mother, I'd be willing to spend the money and let it go. But you shouldn't have been so ungrateful, so bottomless.
Stop talking nonsense. Daisy, you have so much money. Why not spend a little on me?
It's not about the money. Even if you used my mother to ask me for money to spend on your mistress, I could tolerate it. However, you shouldn't hurt my mother. You shouldn't hurt my mother.
Mistress? What mistress?
When will you finally leave that old woman and be with me?
You want to buy a house? If I kick that old woman out, who will give us the money then?
Richard. You've been so old, and you still cheated on me. Do you even care about me? Do you care about me at all? Do you?
Go away, bitch. How dare you?
Mom, he's been using your money for 5 years with her.
Daisy, you really have no shame, spying on me.
You bought my mom a huge insurance policy, so I had to keep an eye on you. I bugged your car. After hearing her voice, I started investigating. Richard, you've been cheated on my mom and brought her home when my mom went out.
Is she the cousin you talked about? You purposely kept me away to give her space. Richard, I'm not done with you.
Mom, stay calm. I was afraid to tell you before. I was afraid you couldn't take it, afraid it would hurt you. But this time, they pushed me into this show. You're still so devoted to him, so I had no choice but to tell you the truth. Mom,
How did this happen?
Go with me. We're not just leaving. We're running for our lives. Take her to the car. Richard, you slandered and defamed me, even without an apology. You just want to leave?
Don't go. You owe Daisy an apology.
Yeah, apologize. 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 Apologize.
What did I do wrong? I raised you. You earn all this money. What's wrong with giving me some? Ungrateful wretch. You won't give me money. And now you're airing my secrets. You really are cold-hearted.
You've got a big appetite, huh? Don't think I don't know. You're already hooked on gambling. Even if I give you all my savings, it won't be enough.
I don't need your help, ungrateful girl. You won't give me money. Fine, but you keep investigating me. I was really blind back then, marrying your mom, and bringing you, a troublemaker, into my family. Ah, what bad luck.
It should have been your blessing, but you're ungrateful. Shameless. You're heartless to us. If you had even gratitude, I'd gladly give you everything I have, but...
Stop pretending. You're such an ingrate. Only full of sweet words. Did you ever give me a single penny without me asking for it?
Exactly.
Richard, love is mutual. You never gave Daisy a warm home, but kept draining her. For her to still give you money is already generous. You should reflect on yourself.
Reflect? Hell no. Daisy, I have no shame. I'm not afraid of embarrassment. Today, on this show, you won. However, you can't stop me. Tomorrow, I'll go to your company and make sure you have no peace. For money, I'm willing to do anything. Let's go.
Keep an eye on Richard. Mom, I'm back. Wow, it smells so good.
Daisy, I made all your favorite dishes today. You'd better eat a lot.
Long time since you cooking?
Daisy, sorry. Because of me, you've suffered so much.
Mom, what are you saying? I won't blame you. You were also deceived. But now, you just need to enjoy your retirement with me.
All right. I'll follow you from now on and enjoy life. Eat up.
All right. Wow.
I'm sorry for what happened before. I won't wrong you again.
Dad, creditors are coming in 2 days. Help me figure something out.
Don't worry. Dorothy will be back soon.
Dad, she knows what you did to her, and she won't come back.
I told her if she doesn't return, I'll trouble Daisy. She's so close to her daughter.
Now that Dorothy's back, it won't be easy for her to leave.
Daisy thinks if her mom gives up on me, she'll be free. As long as her mom's around, I can use their worthless bond. I'll drain them dry.
Mom, I'm back. Mom? Mom? Hello? Find out where my mom went.
Got it, Miss Clark. Please wait. We've tracked her. She's in your hometown.
She hasn't been back for days. Why now? Why is she going back today?
Stop it!
My dear, you're back. Sit down. Ryan, get Dorothy some water.
Yes.
Richard, stop pretending. Even if I came back, I won't help you get a penny from Daisy.
Dorothy, how dare you? Don't talk to me like that.
Hey, Dad. Dorothy, please don't be mad. Dad's like this, but I'll make him apologize. We're family. No hard feelings, right? Since you're back, can we live together as a family of 4 like we used to?
I want to live peacefully with you. But you're all just draining me. How can I live like this?
Dorothy, this is all Daisy's doing. She's brainwashed you all these years. My brother and I treated you like our mom, a son spending his mom's money. Isn't that natural? How can you say like that?
You've all deceived me and tricked me. I was too foolish and naive, brainwashed by you. Daisy's suffered for years.
Stop talking nonsense. She's rich now, so what's the problem? We're the ones who've suffered. Creditors are coming soon. Hurry, ask her for $1.5 million to return the money.
Don't even think about it. I won't help you take a penny from Daisy.
I need that money. As long as I've got you, she'll give me money.
I can't let you have your way. You'll never be able to use me again to drain her.
What do you mean?
You'll never use me again.
Crazy. Spit it out. You must stay alive.
Where's my mom?
Oh, she's dead. Her body's here.
Maybe it's a lie. Let's check the body first.
Wait, she married me. She's part of my family. Even if she's dead, she belongs to me. No one can see her body without my permission.
Richard, Daisy is her biological daughter. By law and by feeling, you have no right to stop her?
Yes, by law and feelings, it's right. However, here is my place. Dorothy was a member of my family, so she must follow our rules. Daisy, no way, even if she's her daughter. If I say no, she can't see her. What about me? Mr. Wilson, I know you're powerful, but you can't force me. If my knife accidentally cuts Daisy's mom's face, how disrespectful would that be to a dead person?
Richard, I'm warning you, don't do anything reckless. One crime.
Daisy, your mom's not clear yet. You're rich, but she's dead. How can I ask you for money now?
Richard, what do you want?
What do you think I want? Of course it's money.
Where's the money you promised? Bring it to me. $10 million. Is that enough?
Enough. It's definitely enough. But if you want to touch it, you need to pay more.
Give him the money. Why can't I look now?
Hey, you can. But only 3 steps. 1 step more, and don't blame me. Daisy, if you don't want her body getting hurt, you'll listen to me.
Richard, you're killing and scamming. Aren't you afraid of jail?
I didn't kill her. She poisoned herself.
You're lying. My mom was fine. How could she do that?
Because she pitied you and worried about you. She was afraid I'd use her again to ask you for money. She thought if she died, I'd stop asking you for money. She forgot that. She was part of my family. Even if she's dead, I'll use her body to squeeze you for money.
You're scum. You're not human.
Daisy, if you had given me the money and didn't expose me in front of her, maybe she wouldn't have felt guilty and wouldn't have killed herself. So, the one who killed your mom isn't me, but you.
You shameless person. I'm going to take you.
Daisy, calm down. Her body is still in his hands.
Richard, tell me, how much do you want?
Not much. $5 billion.
Okay, I can give you the money. But it's a large amount. It'll take some time.
Then I'll wait. I have time.
I'll give you the money. But can I at least move my mother's body to a room first?
Don't try to trick me. No money, no moving her.
Richard, no matter what. My mom worked for your family all her life. She's dead now, and you still treat her like this. Where's your conscience?
Stop with the nonsense. If she could not bring in money, I would have divorced her long ago. Now that she's dead, I'm going to squeeze every last bit of value out of her.
Yes, exactly. She's been used her whole life. But now she's dead. You still want to use her? What kind of person are you?
You're only able to do this because you value your bond so much.
Exactly. It's because my mom was too loyal and felt guilty to me. She didn't want me to be bullied, so she chose to end her life. I can't waste her intentions. Brian, don't give him the $5 billion.
What did you say?
I mean, I can't fulfill your wish. I can't let my mom down. I won't give you $5 billion.
Daisy, what about your mom's body? You don't want it?
What's the point of having a dead body? I think if my mom's spirit is watching, she definitely wouldn't want me to use all my money to trade for her body.
Great. You don't want it? Fine. I'm remarried. I won't recognize her identity. Tomorrow, I'll just toss her in a stinky ditch.
Daisy, she's your mom. She didn't enjoy any comfort. Now she died for you. And you, for money, you can't give her a proper burial. Can you sleep at night?
I don't know if she sleeps, but I should sleep pretty well. Haha.
Say what you want. Ryan, let's go.
Daisy.
Mom, I'll take you home. Mom.
Take her away. Fine. But give me the money.
Money? How dare you ask for money?
You.
Without my dad's permission, you can't take her.
Yes, her mom is part of my family. She's dead now, so we can handle the body.
Your mom remarried my dad, and even after she's dead, my dad can handle her body. Without my dad's consent, you can't take her.
Yes. Without my consent, you can't take her away. No way.
You disagree? If you disagree, I'll make you agree today.
It doesn't matter. Today, I'm taking my mom.
You're talking nonsense. Your mom and I aren't divorced yet.
I've already prepared the divorce papers. I've started the lawsuit with the court. You broke up. You even hired someone to kill her. And now, you still want to take her from me.
As long as we aren't divorced, she, Dorothy, is still my wife. I don't care about anything else.
Hurry and find a funeral team. Take Mrs. Martin away.
Yes.
Mom, I'll take you home now.
You haven't paid yet. Pay first, then you can take her. Hey.
Richard, you're obsessed with money. Leo, contact the best mental hospital. I think your condition is serious, probably untreatable, even to the end.
Mental hospital? Even a normal person would go crazy there. You can't take my dad there.
Your dad's lost. All humanity over money. Hasn't he gone mad yet? I think you're the one with the problem. This mental hospital is where you belong.
This is my territory. You think you can just take my dad and brother?
What is this? The old days of the mafia, because you're far away. You can be the king here? Your mind doesn't seem too sharp either. All three of you should go in. This mental hospital is where you belong.
I'm not crazy. I'm not going.
Ryan, I still have 10% of your group's shares. I'm a shareholder of your company.
Those shares are only valid if given by your company, and I have no such power. So what you own is just worthless paper.
Daisy, you dared deceive me?
After all the horrible things you've done to me, what's a little lie in return?
Don't waste my time. The mental hospital van is almost here. Once inside, you three won't be coming out. After all, you're all too sick.
Ryan, you don't have the authority. I'll sue you.
Didn't you say I never repay you? Well, this is my repayment. At least in there, you'll be well fed, with no wind or rain to bother you. It's better than being out doing bad things and landing in jail.
Daisy, you ungrateful wretch. You'll pay the price.
Yes. An ungrateful wretch deserves a bad ending.